This is an impact sprinkler. We tend to favour impact sprinklers because they fire the water a long way and they're quite efficient. We supply this sprinkler so it will attach to a normal garden hose with a click-clack fitting. And there's lots of adjustments on here which you can do to suit your garden. So the first thing I want to show you is you can adjust how far the sprinkler head rotates by adjusting these two tabs here. So if you put this sprinkler, say, on an edge of a patio and you didn't want to get the patio wet, you could just have it going backwards and forwards at 180 degrees so it just waters the lawn and not the patio. However, if you wanted it to rotate further, you can adjust accordingly and you can get almost a 360 degree pattern. What the sprinkler does is when it's going one way, it shoots the water out a long way, and then on its return, it does the inner part of the curve so that everything has got wet. So these two tabs are very important when you're trying to adjust your sprinkler to suit your lawn. There is a little clip here, which if you pull it out the way, the sprinkler would just keep going round and round and round, which is actually quite useful if you're in a low pressure water situation, which won't activate the mechanism properly. But usually you would keep this clip down so it can go backwards and forwards. Now what we have here is a flap on the top which can be pushed up or down to distort the water if required. We had it on demonstration here a moment ago and we had the flap right out the way, which is what most people would do so the water goes the furthest. However, if you didn't want to get your neighbours wet for argument's sake, or if it was going too high, you can just adjust this flap which distorts the water that comes out of this chute here. The other way of distorting the water is by this little grub screw that you can wind in and out, which has a very similar effect to distort the water flow. So really, a really good efficient sprinkler. You can also get the up and over type sprinklers, but we actually prefer these.